Hey guys, it's B. I'm just laying here on my feed. I'm sorry I've got the hiccups. I'm currently celebrating the fact that tomorrow we sign our home loan approval. Come on. And we start building our very own home. That is so exciting, from a kid coming from the streets begging for food. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. To owning my first home. I'm very excited. So tonight I'm drinking vanilla flavoured vodka. Come here, honey. Come here.
You posting drunk again?
This is my beautiful
This
husband.
didn't go
I've
well.
not posted drunk because I've deleted the evidence.
It didn't go well for you last time.
No, last time I recorded an hour-long video and I deleted it because it was about 70% of it was of me passed out. So there was not much to post, and I have no idea how to edit. I'm not technically you know what I mean. I'm not computer literate. I am not. I use iPhone because it's user friendly. I have a computer that gets used very rarely because I use it for my business, Craycut. So I design one-off cards, birthday, Christmas, anything, war decals and stuff like that. Got background in training graphic art, fashion design, stuff like that. So, sorry guys, I'm a little bit drunk. But just wanted to post an update that so far my feeding tube is still in. Went to the doctors about half a week ago, and he said nothing changed, that I will not survive without my feeding tube. So another week and a half and I'll see them again, the team, and find out what the next step is. So, oh my gosh, my nose looks crooked. I'm so sorry. But my kids are both asleep. Hell yeah. So I get to celebrate the fact that my husband and I tomorrow will get a home approval. And I don't know how many of you out there own your own home or have built your own home. And I tell you, it's not easy. It's stressful. But it's a journey I'm very much looking forward to, because we will be on our own property. Right now, I own the property outright by myself, but with the loan, it'll be my husband and I. So that is a huge step, that my husband and I join partners in owning our own home. And for me, that is such a huge step. It's so important. And I love him to bits. I don't show it enough to him, just how much I appreciate him and how much he does for my kids and I. And I don't know if that's just because I'm a Latino and I'm just a stubborn Taurus bitch, but I adore him, and I pray to God he knows how much I love him, because although he's an atheist, I absolutely adore the man. Where am I? Oh, my goodness, it's all twisted up. My beads. But I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. Looking forward to signing the papers tomorrow to get the pre-approval. We're currently sourcing another business who's willing to lend us more. And when I do my tax return, we're hoping to get a heck of a lot more, because we are low-income earners. And as I've been unable to work since the 5th of November 2011, due to my disability, it's looking like I may be able to get nearly 100% of it back, which will be amazing, because we can have the state-of-the-art quality that we want, but the size that we need, and hopefully add a spa bath or something that I can get in and out. I don't know how, but hopefully there'll be some way to help a woman that won't be able to use her legs to get into the spa bath and swim, to get some exercise and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to this journey. I think it's going to be amazing. I wanted to do a mukbang videos, but considering the fact that I can eat maybe a handful of sunflower seeds, or a handful of cashews, coconut honey flavored, it's a little bit hard to do mukbang. It'll be a different channel, I'll tell you that, because it'll be mukbang for people who can't eat. Because when I try and swallow, the food gets stuck behind this tube, and it pulls it in up my nose, my sinuses, and gets stuck down here. My esophagus doesn't work properly, and my stomach spasms. So what happens is, when I eat certain foods, or most foods, it feels like I'm about to give birth, having contractions through the middle of my chest. So that's quite painful and irritating, but I watch mukbang videos because it's my way of sort of experiencing eating food when I'm not able to. So it's like I can imagine myself eating the food and enjoying it, and just imagining the flavors and the taste and the textures and things that I can't do right now. I'm hoping that'll change, but for now, I can have jelly, or if you Google aeroplane jelly, that's I don't know if it's Jello in America. I can't remember. I know I've got relatives in America, but I can't remember what the name of it is over there. It's that set wobbly stuff, not as in P&J sandwiches or anything like that. It's not jam. It's jelly. What else? I'm celebrating. I'm sorry, guys. It's, the night before we sign our lives away. But the way we've done it, it'll mean that we can pay our house loan completely within the next 10 years and own a part of Australia. And for someone like me who's been adopted from Colombia at age 11, that is such a huge step to be able to say, I'm a homeowner. I cannot tell you how proud that makes me feel. I know my insurance money was supposed to go for my medical bills and my health and my wheelchairs and blah, blah, blah. But for me, it was important to establish my family and have them secure. So when I pass, God willing, it won't be in the next 14 years as expected. It'll be, far away. That is what I pray for, that it's going to be far, far away. And that I'll get to see my children grow up, graduate, get married, have children, all of the things that all the parents want to do, you want to be there. So I'm hoping I get to be part of that process. I'm sorry about the angle. This is the only way I can talk to you guys, is laying on my right side. As you know, I have got the bone growth on my spine, and it's jagged bone that rubs against my spinal cord. I haven't actually put up the sound of it because I haven't figured out how. I still don't know how to edit, so I don't think I'm going to learn. It's just, this is me. This is how it is. I'm not technologically smart. I'm technologically retarded. I know that's politically incorrect, and I apologise, but I don't have the technical know-how on how to do this sort of stuff, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. My videos are as long as they are, and that's just the way it is. You either like it or dump it, and I don't mind, because that's me. That's me being me. So I hope to start seeing you more guys subscribe and get to know my family. My husband's not interested, so please excuse his absence. You got to see a bit of him tonight, but that's a few and far between shots. He's having a bit of a laugh because I'm drinking and filming. And last time I filmed, I think it was for an hour and something minutes, and I ended up passing out on the video. So I didn't post it, thank goodness, because that would have been quite embarrassing. But right now, I've got my syringe. That's vodka, vanilla flavored vodka. So that'll get put through there. No, sorry. Through that connection. And go through my feeding tube, so that it goes straight to my lower intestine. And what happens is, because it's not going through my mouth and through all the different sections of my stomach and all that sort of stuff, I can go from being completely talking to you sober to passed out, knocked out, because it doesn't absorb the way it normally does through your blood system. It just goes from 0 to 100, and that's it. You're wiped out, and then you come good, and you're talking and blah blah blah, and then poof, you're out again. But right now the kids are asleep, and my husband and I decided to celebrate a little bit and let our hair down, because tomorrow's a huge thing for us both. We are about to be first-time homeowners, which, from me looking at it as a Colombian street beggar to where I am now, I've saved the deposit, and to be able to put this money towards my family. When I was given 15 years to live in 2018 March, I was very adamant that the money was supposed to be given to me for medicinal for the rest of my life, that I use that money to establish my family's permanent basis, so that they are secure when I pass, so that my kids, I know, are secure, my husband, and that they will be okay. I'm unable to travel overseas. I'm unable to travel anywhere really because I live my life on my side. So in the car, I travel on the side. I'm getting my car converted into basically a traveling ambulance. And sorry, the cords on the back of my throat. As you can see, it gets twisted and it's very irritating. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm getting my car adjusted to be so I'm on a, adapted wheelchair. I'll get special ambulance. Sorry, I'll get special permission from the government to allow me to travel because I've got all the harnesses and all the security buckles that are required for you to be able to travel laying down, so that I can actually travel without passing out, which would be a nice change. Because every time you stop suddenly or things like that, my spine jerks. And the pain is, it's something I would never wish on my worst enemy. It's horrific. But I think what gets me through it is looking at my kids, watching them laugh, and my husband, although he gets cranky, he's so passionate and he's so strong. There's not, you can hear him in the background, I don't know if you can. There's not many men I've been in abusive relationships, and I know that there's not many men out there that would put up with the disabilities that I have. I know my son's father, the judge asked him in court why he left me when I was pregnant, and his reasoning was that he didn't want to look after a disabled woman because that was just too hard. And the judge looked at him with disgust, like, wow. And yet my husband has put up with it for 5 years now, Most men would run. And being a Latino woman, I don't know if you're a Latino or not, but we're fiery crackers. We snap and we go off. But he's amazing, and he's my dream man. I always dreamed of having a blonde hair, blue eyed, because as a Colombian brown eyed, dark hair woman, I always wanted it. I remember being in the orphanage and looking at people with blonde hair and going, gringos, gringos, and laughing, but I thought that was so beautiful. And when I met my husband, 12 years ago, I thought he was just the most gorgeous thing I'd ever seen, but I wasn't ready at that time to commit, and as I'd come out of a very abusive relationship which ruined my spine. And I was frightened because he fell so much in love with me, and I ran and hurt him badly. I said some rather harsh things that I wish I could take back. But as you go through life, you will say and do things that you will look back on and wish you could take back. But what's said is said, what's done is done. And I'm a strong believer in say what you mean and mean what you say. And to me, your word is all you have. But the things I chose to say were not what I felt. It was just what I said because I was scared. I couldn't understand how someone could love me that much. It was fear. It's what it was. It was 100% fear. And I ran from it because I'd never encountered that. And if I hadn't, I'd be married for 12 years by now. But I've been married for 5. And as every married couple, we have our ups and downs. And by the way, rosary. I'm Catholic. you know, life's not perfect. And, you know, I've got a lot of mental health issues, a lot of PTSD traumas that I'm still trying to deal with. I'm learning better, healthier ways to deal with my emotions. And that's the process I'm going through at the moment. And I don't know if you guys can relate, but it's not easy trying to confront the you that you are. I'm aware of the things that I'm doing wrong, and I'm aware of what I say, and that's not the person I want to be. I want to be able to think through things, but right now I act on instinct and survival and reaction, sort of, and I react rather than think and be productive about it. I sabotage. And not more than a week ago, I tried to take my life, and that was the closest. I mean, I've died 5 times, but that was the closest where I was aware of everything that was happening, but I couldn't understand whether it was actually happening, whether I was tripping out, or it was really, really weird. It was scary because I didn't know whether it was happening. I didn't know if I was imagining it. I didn't know whether I was hallucinating. And it made me realize going through how hard I was having trouble to breathe, that how much I wanted to leave. I want to be here for my kids. I want to be here for my husband. I want to be here for me. I don't want to die. And, you know, life is hard, but it's also as hard as you want to make it. If you try and pray, it can be a lot easier. Just put your faith and trust that things will get better, and they will. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just when you're in that dark space, you can't see it. And you've just got to push through that space and go, okay, I will get through this. These too shall pass. And it will. So, to not make this video too long, I just want to say that, you know, an update really. I'm still on a feeding tube. I don't know how long I'm going to be on that. Up to date, I still won't survive without it. But it's very frustrating when you've got kids and trying to feed on a tube that goes for 16 hours. And you got kids screaming that you got to get up and do things and try and, you know, and then you get so tired you have to lay down and you can't move. But there's a lot of people worse off than me, and that's one thing I've got to keep remembering, that I'm blessed. Up to now, I still have limited leg movement, and I can still walk. Not far without passing out, but I can walk a little bit, and I can stand for a while. I can't sit, and basically I'm laying down on my right hand side because I've got bone growing on my left hip and bone growing on my next to my spinal cord, which is jagged bone, which is called the heterotopic ossification. And if anything that I can get out of this is that there'll be someone out there that can see this video, and a doctor that can say, hey, you know, I want to do trials, I want to try this medicine, and Lord have mercy, please contact me. I will be a willing participant. If you can slow this bone, dissolve it, I'll be stoked. Anyway, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings. I don't edit. It is what it is, and how it is how it comes out. So I decided that's the way I want to do it, because I'm just not technologically blessed in that way. I wish I was. but my husband's too busy to help me with that, and I don't expect him to. I'm sure my 5-year-old son could probably figure out like that. He's a very, very bright young man. But I'm happy for them to be what they are, because it's reality. There's no, you know, there's no disruptions, there's no cutting. It's just me telling you as it is. And I pray that those of you who are having it hard, that you realize that, there's always someone worse off than you. No matter how hard I think I'm hard done by, or sometimes I feel sorry for myself, snap out of it, because there's always someone worse off than you, who's younger, who's not going to leave past a certain age, who's, you know, this that's life. We've got to deal with it the best we can. And if we have faith, we know that we will make it. And I was given 15 years, 14 years as of this year, but I have faith that I will make it past that, and that I will hopefully live long enough to be a grandma, because my God, that would be just amazing. But until next time, guys, peace. Subscribe, like, and go to Twitter uh, at Weigel Blanca, I think it is. Sorry, I'm terrible at that. I can only watch videos and like with my iPad, which has a different account to this one. So if you see me comment on one of your videos or stuff like that, hopefully you can find my main account, the T.A.B.B capitals family, or my name is Blanca Weigel Dench, and that's what my name is under. So that, yeah, I hope you find these videos and that they inspire you to know that don't give up. I've got a business I started November last year. I've been unable to run it thus far, as I've been in and out of hospital so often that I don't have the strength to get up and start sending out samples of my arts and crafts. And I'm a more nearly qualified graphic artist, and I was a nearly qualified chef, a zookeeper. I've done a lot of things in my life but I haven't done something from the start to finish, and that is one of my goals before I pass, that I start something and I finish it, and I will be fully qualified. And that's my dying wish, to show my kids that disability doesn't have to define you. It can be part of who you are, but that you can rise above it, and do something with your life that makes you happy. And I don't know, that you can look past that disability is not the end of the world. And if you're disabled and you think, I'm never going to find love, blah, 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 look, I've got a claw hand, I'm barely able, I can lay on one side of my body, I travel basically laying down, and there's always someone worse off than you. You keep that in mind, you will always keep your mind at ease, knowing that, no, you don't want to wish someone to be worse off than you, but it puts into perspective that you're not alone, and that people out there, everybody has struggles. Nobody's struggle is less worthy than the next. And what I've been through in my life is not insignificant. I've been through a lot. And it may be quite different from another person, but it doesn't make their hardship any less worthy than mine, because it's their journey. And It's their experience and how they interpret it. So don't ever judge someone for having experience and finding it hard to deal with, because that's their reality. And well, my reality is not the best. It's my reality, and I accept the fact that I may only have 14 years to live, but I strive to live beyond that. I technically shouldn't be alive because I was smoking 40 pack a day of smokes, and I was meant to be dead at 26, and I'm now 38. So, I wasn't supposed to have kids. It was supposed to be impossible for me to conceive, yet I have 2 kids. I'd love to have 2 more, but unfortunately, that's just impossible. So, you know, count your blessings, thank God, and know that you're not alone. Apart from that, hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Subscribe, turn your notifications on, and like. And if you don't, well, hopefully you learned something from my message. But I'll be posting more of this. My kids want to post a lot of stuff of them playing, but unfortunately I'm unable to be that mum where I can run around and play with the kids. For me, my quality time is with my kids on my bed, and well, it's difficult. It's better than not having any contact with them at all. So thank you, Jesus, for being in my life and giving me faith to keep strong. God bless. See you next time, guys.